So hey guys, Magnus here. Been a bit delayed on doing this video for a while, and I do apologise, but I was trying to get the list together, and honestly, there's somewhere I'm a bit sort of conflicted on. I mean, like, I didn't really want to do anything that's kind of before level like sort of 25, that, you know, those first sort of 20 levels that came out. I didn't want to do anything before that just because, yeah, well, you know, just because they were already in the game, and there's nothing really to say because they're the obvious, but like, because then number one would probably be the Simpsons house. So I've kind of like not done anything past level 25 sort of area. I mean, everything is past level 25, I think. Anyway, I think, yeah, 25 is the level, which is the Wiggum level, I believe. Wiggum's house with Ralph Wiggum. So yes, so I mean, I may as well just get straight into it. So number 10 is Arpu's Apartments. So Arpu's Apartments was actually a premium building. It was 160 donuts, and it came with Mandula. The reason I put it at number 10 is because I like it. I like it when they add sort of homes, when they add the characters' homes, especially when there's more than one character who lives there. It kind of feels like it completes it in a way. It's like if the game didn't have the Simpsons house in it, I wouldn't be very happy with the game, because, you know, the Simpsons house is like one of the main things they needed to add into Chapter to make it even work, I think. And it obviously came with Mandula, so I thought, you know, it was a bit annoying that they made this one the premium and they made Sanjay's house the non-premium, because I would have preferred it if they made this one the non-premium and Sanjay's house the premium. But, you know, they're trying to guess, you know, bet people to buy. That's why it's this low. This is why it's number 10. If it wasn't premium, it probably would be a bit higher up my list. But yeah, that's sort of the reason I liked the fact that they added it in, and, you know, it's a pretty cool building to have, and it's nice to, you know, it goes with the other apartments as well. Number 9 is the Noiseland Arcade. Now this came with Dolph, obviously. It's obviously a video arcade, and it's been in The Simpsons quite a bit. I want to say it's been in the episode quite a bit, and obviously Dolph's a character who we've only really seen at the school. So there wasn't really much they could have added him with, and the Noiseland Arcade makes a lot of sense, obviously, to add him with. Now, it was the non-premium, which is, I think, it's good that it wasn't premium, and obviously we got this in level 39, I think it was. But I think it is a great building. It's really cool. There's not really much more to say. It's good to fit in, and it's good to make sort of designs for it. The next building is number 8, and this is Plateaus. Is it Plateaus or Plateaus? Republican Casino. Now, this was level 58, so it's quite a recent one, and this came with Johnny Tightlips. The reason I like this building, and again, it is a premium. It was 175 donuts, which I think is a bit pricey. But the reason I like it is because it came with the different decoration. It came with the pillars and stuff, so you could actually build a design with it. And I think that's really, really cool. You can actually design, you know, it allows more sort of flexibility to design it, because you've given the pillars, so it's not like one, you know, bland design. You just place it down and there it is. You can actually sort of mess around with it, and that's the reason I like it. Also, the fact it came with Johnny Tightlips, I really like that, because I couldn't really come up with a building that they could have added with Johnny Tightlips, but he does actually appear in this casino in the background, so it makes sense to actually add him with this, although he was in the background. But, you know, there's not really much else they could have added Johnny Tightlips with, to be fair, so I excuse it for that. And then the next one is actually the Herman's Military Antiques. The reason I put this one is, like, well, it's a cool building. I think it is a really, really cool building, and obviously it came with the cool decorations as well. But the reason I really like it comes with Herman. Herman is one of my favourite characters, and one, you know, he's not a massive character, and I don't really want to give it sort of props just because it came with a character, but I liked. But I think it is a cool building overall. You know, the sound effects for it I like, and when I got it, I was really hyped, because I remember I was on a holiday when this level came out, and I was so hyped to get it when I came back. So it's kind of come down to personal preferences, but, you know, that's the reason. Plus, it was the non-premium building, so that's always a pro. The next building is actually the DMV. Now this is probably, I think, the only one on my list that doesn't actually come with a character. The DMV, it comes on its own. It's a level 35 building, and obviously it's in the level with obviously Patty and Selma. The reason I like it is because, first of all, they didn't make it premium. They could have easily made this building premium and they could have gotten away with it. They didn't. They made this one a cash one that you can get along the way, and I like the fact that they did that. Obviously, I would have preferred if they had added Patty with the Spinster City apartments and then added Selma with this, or the vice versa. But I'm okay with them just adding them with, you know, those as a double pack with that. But this was a really cool building to get. I really liked it. It is very bland, but it's such a big building in The Simpsons. I was so glad when we got it. It obviously appears quite frequently in The Simpsons. So yeah, isn't really much more to say. The next one is number 5. This is the Wiggum House, and this came with Ralph Wiggum. Of course, this was a non-premium. So glad to get this. It would have been cooler maybe if we got Sarah Wiggum and Ralph Wiggum as like a double pack, but Ralph Wiggum's all right. I just like it because it really fits in with the neighbourhoods. The Wiggum House, it's one of the easiest houses that's just been in tapped to fit it in with the, you know, the orange house and the white house and all that, and, you know, the brown house. It fits in really well with the neighbourhood, which I like. You know, it's the right size and everything. It's weird to justify. It's hard to justify, all right. And yeah, it was just cool to get the Wiggum House overall, I think. And this is I think this was the first level I actually really noticed, because I was like the highest level when this level came out, I think. So this was like the first level I think I had anyway. I'm not too sure though, I can't remember. Number 4 is actually the Beer and Brawl. Now this is a bit of a weird one, because honestly, you know, the building itself didn't actually appear in the actual Simpsons show. It's just the sign and, you know, like the sort of top of the building. So the Tap developers actually made the building themselves. It wasn't actually in the show, and people might be a bit annoyed, you know. But I personally like that idea. I like the fact they did that. Also, the Nighthawk Diner was never called the Nighthawk Diner in the Simpsons. It was just a diner, but they called it the Nighthawk Diner. I like it when they be creative with it. I really do. I like it when they, you know, sort of develop on it. And this one, I felt like it was a development. That's why I really wish they did the Defendables storyline in the Simpsons in the superhero update, because I think that would have worked. But it looks like they're probably not going to be doing that now, because they've added Abominable Dr. Lenny's thing without actually Abominable Dr. Lenny. But yeah. But I like that's the main reason I like this place. I like the Beer and Brawl. It's a pretty cool one. Obviously, it comes with Lolene as well, which is always pretty cool. Coming in with the character, I would have liked it if it came with Colonel Homer, maybe, because Lolene could have come with her caravan, to be fair, or the caravan park she lives at. But, you know, there were so many other things that Lolene could have come with. So, but this one was alright. I was happy with her coming with the bar that, you know, she sings at. The next one is number 3 is Stu's Disco. Now this kind of comes down to the look of it, because I honestly like the look of Stu's Disco. There's something about it. It looks really cool to me. The actual building itself was 180 donuts, and it came with Disco Stew, so I thought that was alright, because Disco Stew is quite a big character in The Simpsons. But the actual building itself, I think, is really cool for some reason. I just like it. It's really weird. It's just one of those buildings I like to look at. Level 35. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much more to say. I mean, it's just the fact I like it. It's a bit of a weird one, really, but you know, there you go. Yeah. So number 2 is actually Sir Puts-A-Lot. So Sir Puts-A-Lot for me, I thought was a really cool one, because of course it came in Valentine's Day. The first time it came in Valentine's Day. In this Valentine's Day, I actually missed it. I managed to get Howard's Flowers and the ice cream parlor, but I did not get the Sir Puts-A-Lot. I didn't manage to earn enough like hearts to get it, Sir Puts-A-Lot. So I was a bit bummed about that, and I was a bit annoyed about that. But it obviously came back in a level, and it came with Rod and Todd. And brilliant, you know, it comes with 2 characters, 2 really big characters as well. Plus, it was, you know, it was cash, it was free, and it's just a really cool building to look at. I really like it. You know, it's so easy to fit in with designs and stuff, and overall, it's just a brilliant building, I think. You know, the fact that they actually brought it back into the game and then added 2 characters with it, I thought was just brilliant and really cool. And yeah, it's a great building to have in the town. And number 1 is actually, can we have that drum roll? It's actually the Businessman's Social Club. Now, of course, this came with legs and... Did it come with legs and Louis? But it came with the mafia goons. It came with Fat Tony. That was it. I do apologise. Right, it came with Fat Tony. Now, the reason I sort of like this, again, it comes down to the whole... we didn't actually see this building again. All we ever seen was the sort of stairwell and like a lamppost outside. So literally, we just saw that stairwell, the lamppost, and they saw like the top bit of that. And we actually saw the sign for the Businessman's Social Club, which they changed into like they changed the sign, but that was alright. Again, they designed this themselves. It wasn't actually the whole thing has never actually been shown in the show, so they designed this themselves, which is always pretty cool. Plus, it came with Fat Tony. Fat Tony is another character that I missed out on. It was a tie-in, with the Fit Tony tie-in, where they actually added Fat Tony, and they brought him back into the game and added him with this thing, and it was really cool. And I like that because obviously we couldn't get Fat Tony before; there was no way of getting him, and it was kind of annoying that he was an episode tie-in because it didn't seem right, seeing as he's such a big character in The Simpsons, and they added him back with his social club, which I really like. So yeah, that's the reason I like it. Plus, it's cash, which is always great. Level 28, brilliant. I think it was a pretty good level overall. I like the wise guy levels when they add obviously the mafia members. They're probably my favourite levels in the whole game, definitely. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please tell me your thoughts on your top 10 buildings. I will be doing a top 10 worst buildings, the buildings I despise. And I will be doing top 10 level characters and top 10 worst level characters, I think. And I might do decorations. I'm not too sure about the decorations because it's going to be a little bit hard to do. I might just do I don't know, because the decorations, the problem with them is like ever since like past like 35 or 35, all the decorations have just been like stupid things that are kind of hard to put in. The majority of them, some of them have been pretty cool stuff, but like a lot of the decorations have been like really weird stuff that's just like really odd and hard to put in. So yeah, we'll see about that. I might not do the decorations, we'll have to see. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.